Hi friends, welcome to Marsha's Messy Kitchen. If you're new to our channel, please click on the red color subscription button and give us your support. Assalamu alaikum. Hi friends. This video is going to be pre-preparation of Ramadan. So I'm going to freeze a few items. I actually took this video like 2-3 days before Ramadan started. I've been a little busy and a lot lazy nowadays, so I couldn't actually give voiceover. So first we're gonna do stuffed parathas. So in a pan I've got a few tablespoons of oil, 4 large onions. I've used both colors, you can use either one. I've got about 5 chilies. I've got 2 red and 3 green chilies, just to make it a little colourful. We'll saute this until it softens. I'm going to put minced chicken. So you can do stuffed paratha with potatoes, chicken or lamb. It's totally up to you. I'm going to try the chicken one this time. Got 2 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste. We'll mix it right in. So we'll give it a few minutes. Hope you can see everything has softened. So I'm adding in the minced chicken, that's 1 kilo. It's releasing water, so we'll just leave this on slow heat. I'm gonna have some for dinner as well. I'm making a mint sauce, so I've got 5 to 6 green chilies, a handful of mint leaves which I've grinded. You can add this straight into your yogurt, but you'll have the little lumps or big pieces. So to make it into a fine paste, I'm adding a little bit of yogurt into the mixture and grinding it a bit more. But this way your mixture will go a bit liquid. I'm also adding salt to taste. You can see it's like the shop bought ones. Really tasty but a little bit liquid, so we'll just add in a little bit more yogurt just to make it a little bit thicker. You can have it thin or thick, it's totally up to you. I think this is the right consistency, so I'll leave this aside. I'm adding salt to taste. Two teaspoons of jeera, 2 teaspoons of turmeric, 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of garam masala, and we'll give it a good mix. You can see it's almost done. We'll just cook this until all the water evaporates and the oil starts to release. I'm just adding a handful of chopped mint leaves. You can also add coriander. This needs to completely cool. So I'm gonna have some for dinner, so I'm making pita bread on the side. You can do the mixture after it cools or leave it in the fridge and do it the day after, which I'm gonna do. I'm also gonna put some burger buns, so I'm gonna heat it on this as well. just a minute on each side. I'm just putting 2 spoons, and we'll just add a little bit of our yogurt sauce. Actually, the burgers were delicious. Our chicken keema went really well on the burgers, more than the pita breads. So this is my dinner. Made it 2 in 1. So the leftover yogurts I've put in small containers, which I'm gonna freeze. You can get these in any pound shops. For a paratha, I'm making the dough. So I've got 1 kilo of self-rising flour, adding salt to taste. I'm just mixing it in. I've got 100 grams of butter, melted butter. So I'm going to crumble this mixture. So for 1 kilo I've got 100 grams. I'll just add the water slowly at a time and make this into a nice soft dough. Hope you can see it's really soft. So we'll just cover this, and this needs to rest at least half an hour to an hour. This is after 1 hour. You can see it's gone a bit more soft. We'll just knead it a little bit more. This dough you can make plain parathas, stuffed parathas. You can use it for samosa sheets. I'm just gonna make medium-sized balls out of this. I got 14. I'm just rolling it out a little bit just to put the stuffing in. You can do this by hand or roll it, it's up to you. So I'm putting about a full tablespoon or a tablespoon and a half. Try not to overstuff it because it will be difficult to close. When I roll, the mixture does slightly come out. If you don't want it to come out, you need bigger batches. So once you put the rolls, you need a bigger piece, so you'll have less. Instead of 14, you can make 10 or 12. But it doesn't matter if it shows or not, because you're not going to deep fry it. You're just slightly toasting it in a pan, so the mixture won't come out. In the same way, we'll just roll everything. I'm gonna half cook the ones that I'm gonna freeze, so that's half cooking without putting any oil. Just lightly toast it in a pan and let it cool. If you want, you can leave the parathas a bit small, but it'll be a bit fat and it would take longer to cook. So I'm rolling it out a bit thin. I've got my pan. I'm just toasting this without adding any oil. So these are left to cool. After it cools, we'll just put it in a bag. So I'm gonna have some for lunch. I'll show you. So I'm adding some oil. This is like shallow frying. I'm serving it with a little bit of salad and a sauce. I've got the rest in paper bags. I've put baking paper in between. I've got a zipper bag, but my zipper bag's a bit small. Couldn't go out and get big ones. I've made keema mixture. This is minced lamb with vegetables. I've got spring roll pastry. I've covered it in a towel. That's warm, wet towel. And for the samosas, I'm making aloo samosas, so I'm just gonna boil some potatoes. I've put salt and I'm boiling. We'll drain these potatoes and mash it. So I'll get the samosa out of the way before I start rolling my sheets. We'll just mash it. I'm adding 2 teaspoons of whole jeeras, salt to taste. I've got about a tablespoon of chili powder, tablespoon turmeric powder, and jeera. I've got a little bit of mint leaves and coriander leaves chopped. Also some onions finely chopped. We'll mix it well and leave it aside, and I'll prepare the dough for the samosas as well. It's the same. So I've got 1 kg of self-rising flour. I'll put salt and I'm adding a tablespoon of sugar, and I've got a tablespoon of ajwain seeds. This is optional. You can put jeera seeds instead as well. I've got 100 grams melted butter. So we'll just mix all this in. And I'm adding water a little at a time. I'm adding warm water. So it's not hot or cold, just slightly warm. Make a nice dough. And it needs to be kneaded really well, so give it all your strength and just bash it in. It's actually a good exercise. So we'll cover this. You can leave it for an hour at least. So while that rests, I'll just roll my sheets. I've already got this mixture recipe on our channel, so you can have a look. I've got the sheet into an angle. I'm just folding both sides and the sides towards me, and we'll just tightly roll this. I've got the paste. This is just flour and water. This would help to stick. And roll. That's it. Roll should roll, like I say. You shouldn't just fold an envelope and say, I've made my spring rolls. So I've done most of them. I actually had about 5-6 sheets left. My filling was finished. So I'll put these in my zipper bags, ready to freeze. And we'll move on to the samosas. You can see the dough has rised. It's been nearly an hour. We just knead it a little bit more. I made 16 doughs out of this, but I actually just used 13. So 3 I rolled out as normal paratha sheets. So I've got 26 samosas. So we'll just roll it like you normally roll your chapatis and cut it in half. I had the paste left over from the sheet, so I'm just using that to stick it. You just fold it in the middle, overlap a little bit and stick it on. I'm putting about 2 tablespoons of the filling in. That's my potato filling. You can actually seal this with just plain water. I only use this because I had the paste left, so I'll show you with water. I'm just applying some water and overlapping. Put about 2 tablespoons of the filling and use water all around. This would help to stick the dough. Actually, water is best because the paste actually sticks to your hand. Make sure there's no holes. I've got everything ready on a tray, on 2 trays actually. I'm gonna freeze it as it is for an hour and then pack them. So I'll fry a few. Everything has to be tasted. You can also bake them, but it would take a bit longer, so you can preheat your oven and bake them. Here we are, samosas and potato samosas, aloo samosas, and our minced and veg spring roll. Samosas are half frozen, so these are ready to pack. I've packed them. Everything is ready. These are the leftover samosas. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you